Excited to see everyone. A little apprehensive. Thanks, Amanda. I think it's your first convention, so that's very understandable. I get a little apprehensive, and it's probably my 12th or 13th convention, so I get that. Nervous-sided, we call it. There's the honest answer. Excited, but not a fan of packing. Love that. We're going to try to help you, give you some tips around that. Excited for the team time party. Yay. Awesome. Don't forget your clothes, right? Yeah, we had an event one time for Shauna. There was a bag left at home, so great reminder. Don't forget. All right, well, let's get this party started. So yeah, so we've got it next week. And I think, Meg, we were just going to open up with some questions, right? Before we launch into anything. So what kind of questions do you guys have? You can use one of the reaction buttons, raise your hand, or just come off mute. Vicki?
I feel like this has been put in the chat so often, but I keep getting confused by it. We do not have to have a clear bag going into the convention center, but it does have to be the size that you listed. Is that accurate? And then water bottles, do you know, like this considered clear, or it needs to be clear, or you aren't sure? Or it doesn't need to be clear? I don't.
They haven't really given a lot of information about that. I haven't heard anything about water bottles specifically. So what I would recommend, and I'll do it while we're talking, is just go onto the State Farm website and see what they say. Last year, I don't think they cared.
They did. Last year, they said it had to be translucent. So they didn't want opaque water bottles. But that's so easy to do. I think we could just all have translucent water bottles. And
I think what you have, Vicki, I had something similar last year and it was fine. It wasn't clear. It just wasn't opaque. Like, I mean, it wasn't like plain plastic clear, like what's on the Optavia gear, but it was what you just held up and it was fine.
I'm looking under general info and I don't see. Let me just check at the event. I don't see anything around that in the Optavia page. So like Meg said, I think the best bet would be to check the State Farm page to see what their security requires, State Farm Arena.
And last year there was a lot more, you know, we needed clear bags. They, you know, it was a lot more strict, a lot because of COVID, right? And so as things have kind of loosened up, my understanding is it's a lot more flexible than it was last year.
Are we getting our badges when we get there, or are we getting them mailed to us this year?
When you get there, you register when you get there.
Okay.
We did that last year too.
And the first 5,000 people will be getting a clear bag at registration. So you'll get your bag when you get there for a lot of people.
Some of the questions I see, Jennifer asked about the Team Spirit, the Optavia Spirit Day. That Optavia has defined as Friday. So yep, I totally plan to wear my Optavia t-shirt, the convention t-shirt, or you can wear anything Optavia logo. The store will also be there if you haven't gotten there, and it's not mandatory, but it's fun and comfortable. So Friday is the day for the Optavia t-shirts. And then Shauna, you asked about we're so excited about the team party. We'll be talking about that. Totally your call on how dressy you want to be. You know, it's a party, it's a night out with our team, but go comfortable. You know, I always say kind of like if you were going out to dinner, what would be something that you would wear, you know? So whatever makes you feel good.
And Joni asked if there is a theme for our team time party. Yes, Joni, we want to, we're having a love theme. So red, white, pink would be great for the party on Saturday night.
There is an invite to the party that was emailed to you from Meg, right? Meg, that was the Eventbrite to get your tickets, and all the details of the party is in an email that Meg sent you. And then also it's in there's an event in the Facebook Coaches Opt for Change Facebook group. And we do need everybody to RSVP no later than noon this coming Friday. That's our absolute cutoff if you want to be a part of that party, because we have to give the head count for the chef and for them to prepare for us. But we're super excited about this year's party, so you don't want to miss it.
There's also an Optavia Convention 2023 Facebook group that I'll put in the chat, and that would be a great place to ask your question about water bottles or other things like that.
There was an option, Amanda, that you could order your Optavia t-shirt in advance from optaviagear.com. I guess you still could do that if you wanted to, but as people have said here, the store will be there and they usually have plenty available for purchase there as well. Just be prepared. There could be crowds and lines in the store. The agenda, somebody asked about events, what time. The agenda is now posted on the Optavia Convention website. So I think I want you to check it yourself and be responsible, but there is an event Thursday night. I believe it goes from 6:30 to 8. I think it starts on Friday at 9:30 and on Saturday at 9, ending about 4 o'clock each day. So, but go to the convention website. I need an acronym, but we are each responsible for ourselves. Thank you,
Jennifer
Debbie.
had
for the
a great
update.
question about sitting together at convention. We would absolutely love to be able to all sit together. Due to how large our team is and space at the convention center, we recommend going in pods. So find a group. Groups of 4 are good, or more than 4. So it might be people that people in your hotel, people that you're rooming with, whatever. If you don't know other people that are going to convention, let us know and we can help hook you up with some other coaches. But it's always good to have a smaller group because it's so much easier to find seats for 4 versus 54. So highly recommend that this year.
And we don't want any coach left alone. Like, we know some teams have like groups of people or people who've been around for a while, usually sometimes hang out together. That is a-okay. But if you're coming to convention and you're like, hey, I'm coming here solo from, out of state, let us know, let your coach know, or come to Meg or I, let us know you're going to be there, because we don't want you walking in that big convention center and being alone or trying to figure out what you're going to do for lunch or dinner. We'll try to connect you with some other coaches on the team. Okay. So we know we have first timers and some people who are coming solo. So like I said, we're going to do our best to be inclusive, but like Meg said, it's, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people there. And if you need alone time, we talked about this at the, when we had one of the executive director events, but it can be a little overwhelming. You're in a large stadium, a lot of other people. If you need space, if you need to go to your hotel room and decompress for a minute or whatever, just know you just take care of you through this whole thing. There'll be incredible learning, incredible experiences, but we want you to feel good and enjoy the experience.
Lucy.
So the last couple conventions, I want to make sure I understood that we're not having lunch Thursday or Friday and Saturday. So we're on our own for lunch those days. Okay.
Absolutely. Yep. So you can bring a fueling if you want to and go. There's great green spaces. The hotel will also have salads that are for sale that you could grab. There's lots of restaurants in the vicinity. It's right by the Omni Hotel, which has the CNN Center, which has a huge food court with a Chick-fil-A and all kinds of options in there. But everybody's on their own for lunch and for dinner on Friday evening. There was a great question from Kelly on whether there will be a group message made available. And yes, we created another Telegram group. So Telegram is the messaging system we started using when we went to Dallas. So if you didn't go to Dallas, absolutely fine, but it is an app. So first you download the app Telegram, and then you will join the group. And we love using Telegram because you can share videos, you can share pictures really easily, you can name it, you can have subgroups. It has so much functionality that we, probably won't even use. But if anybody is great at saving seats, what you can do, if maybe your pod scored 20 seats together, you can put in the Telegram app, hey guys, we're in this location, we found 20 seats for us, whoever can come sit here. That's a great way to utilize Telegram. Also, if you want to go to lunch with other coaches and maybe you found a spot or you want to have a meetup place, we love to find a time to take pictures as a team. We will absolutely do that on Saturday evening, but there might be some other photo opportunities at the Celebration of Success. So you can check those out on Telegram as well.
And you'll also be on your own. Lucy asked about the lunches. You'll also be on your own for dinner on Thursday night before the opening ceremony, before the opening event. And also on Friday night, there's a pretty good block of time that you can go out to get something to eat before the Celebration of Success, which starts at 8. And then, like I said, we're doing our team event on Saturday night.
And Lucy, it is Telegram Messenger is what you're looking for. So you can see that's what it looks like, the image.
Beth, the dress code for Celebration of Success, it says on the agenda, cocktail attire, but it said in parentheses, but not required. So whatever you feel comfortable in. There is not a party after the Celebration of Success. So my guess is what they've done sometimes in years past is and I don't know this for a fact, but they have entertainment that is factored into the actual Celebration of Success. So I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but there is not the big party afterwards with it.
And as far as what to wear in general, definitely wear comfortable clothing, comfortable shoes. You'll be walking a lot of steps. We always recommend dressing in layers. So grab a sweater in case you get cold, have comfortable shoes. It's good if you have, you want a fully charged phone, but if anybody has one of those battery packs that you can charge your phone, I'll be bringing mine. So you might want to bring yours or get one. That way you have a way to charge your phone should you need it. And we always say, bring a pen, bring an open mind and an open heart. And we're just excited to see what's in store for all of us.
And we're going to be doing something special at our team time party. We're going to have something that a lot of recognition there's going to be recognition for every attendee. So Meg, you've got a Google form, right? Like, what are we celebrating that we would like you guys to fill out, and Meg will drop it in the chat. And then we'll also post it in the group. But if that would help us out, if you could fill that out as quickly as possible. I did see, I think it was Gina said, she thought this convention was great timing, right? Great timing. It always brings a new energy when we're there, when you're in the room, when you're hearing from Dr. A, just hearing from the leaders, you get reminded of the vision, the mission. We get to be together. Like, that's my favorite part. We get to be together, the connection. So good. What is the size of the bag? Yeah, you can bring it up. Yeah, okay. Ooh, look at that, Debbie Pasco on it with the details. Love it. So there it is, Monica, the details, 14 by 14 by 6. That's pretty big, decent sized little backpack. Yeah, great point. It's hot in Atlanta. They usually have the AC blasting.
And if you've never been to any Optavia events, or, you know, if you're not used to sitting in a convention center, I love bringing gum, bringing some almonds, you know, your fuelings, of course, the Optavia popcorn, but, you know, grab the things that you might want when you're there.
My watch is buzzing like crazy. You guys are joining the Telegram app like, like nobody's business. Love it. Yeah, we'll be doing all our communications there. We don't have a separate Facebook group. So if you've got buddies, that are traveling with you, and they're not on this call, will you help us spread the word? Because not everybody sees every Facebook post. You know, we're going to post this Google form. We're going to post this recording. We're going to post the RSVP to the party. All of that will be in the group, the Telegram link. But if you'll help us spread the word, that would be great, because we don't want any coach left behind. And sometimes if, you know, somebody's not on the registration form or whatever, it's just, we don't want to miss anybody.
And the biggest thing we want you to remember is you were supposed to come to this convention, and however you show up is just enough. So don't feel like you need to buy a whole bunch of new clothes or get any, you know, get your nails done or whatever. You be you, and who you are is enough. So you will feel so, being at convention, I sound so hokey, but it feels like being hugged by, you know, all of these thousands of people in one arena. Like, it is, people are so kind, they are happy, they're energetic, they're healthy, just, it feels good. So you don't need to be any certain kind of way. You don't need to look a certain kind of way. Who you are is just who needs to be there. And so just want you to remember that. And everybody feels a little bit nervous showing up. So if you find yourself feeling that way, it's okay. We're all in it together.
And one thing Frank Davis always reminds everybody of, and I'll just jump in as we're wrapping up, but, and remember, like, even if there's like somebody on your team and you're like, oh, can't believe they made the decision not to be here. Or you're like, oh, if they could just hear this, don't worry about it. Right? Just like Meg said, everything shakes out the way it's supposed to be. You've invested in this, you invested financially, you invested your time. This was a decision. So this is for you. So you glean from it what you can. And I will tell you, this is, like I said, 12 or 13 for me. I always walk away energized, and I've always learned something every single time. And you guys want my best pro tip ever, my best convention pro tip? Talk to people outside our team. Talk to the person on your left, talk to the person on your right, talk to the person who sits down by you when you're eating your lunch in the you know, center. Talk to the person in front of you or in back of you in the bathroom. My leading question is usually, how did you find Optavia? How did you, I always just say, how did you find Optavia? Tell me your story. Because that was a game changer for me, for like the number of people that became coaches, how the person shared with them. Like, you will get more, I think sometimes more nuggets from other people than you will sometimes even from the stage. So huge opportunity just to connect. And I just like to learn what other people's Optavia stories are, because it always reminds me like of what we're doing and the lives changed. Yep, Beth, talk to the person in the bathroom. All right, anything else? I mean, great job investing in yourself to be on that, the call before and this one. We know it is Sunday night, so don't want to keep you longer than we have to, but want to make sure that everybody's feeling comfortable.
And Elizabeth asked, is there a group chat or something to join in Telegram? Yes. So join Telegram and then click the link that I just posted. That's to our group chat. And it's also in the email, or I can send it to you if you don't have it.
And check your emails frequently. We'll send some updates before convention, just as we get more information or reminders, just so that we're, again, all on the same page, because we know not everybody's here and not everybody's going to see the Facebook post. Nope, more people are joining. My watch is buzzing. All right, that makes me happy. All right, you guys. Well, we're going to have fun, our peace, love, and party on Saturday evening, just a reminder of what we get to do in this mission. And what I'm most proud of is the love that we put out into the world from this team. So we're going to celebrate as a team with that. Can't wait to see you guys. We'll see you on Team Time tomorrow night, 7:28. All right. Bye, guys.